Cody the Jew here. I'm part Jewish, so I'm allowed to say it. Nothing with that. Why do Jews have such big noses? Air is free. You ever see, you know how copper wire was invented? Two Jews fighting over a penny, Canadian penny. A red cent. The Score. It's a great film. I watched that a million times. Good film. Yeah. No. Not me though. No. No problems. Go down to Davie Street. They love me down there. Vancouver. Cheap. Oops. I know. I don't mean any disrespect. Thank you. Chat. It's nice things. Nobody chats to me. Once in a while when I'm not here. It would be nice, Brad. But we have to get a different place. But I got a small room there. Oversized pantry. Cot in there, we deliver cheap. I gotta get this figured out. I gotta dispute the moving out thing. How cheap? 6 each? Not much room, but there's a living room. Not great for not the greatest spot for the women. Bringing in the women, but you know how picky they are. Cheap though. Getting there. We'll talk text. Bum, bum, bum. You get a good lock downtown at Brown's, they can't pick. $100 lock is worth it for your fridge. Might be Brad might enjoy that. Would be nice. Yeah, we could sit there like this. A lot of it I do by myself. I just get into my own zone, but we can figure something out. Once you get used to it, it's a lot of energy. Got me going a few times. Yeah. But with that, it's a good time. You'd be Brad on the Facebook, I think. Brad Fouché. That's management from the stateside. Yeah, nice and smooth. Sleep a little more, but making progress. Cody the Jew. Saying Jew is not racist, I don't think. There's other racist words, but we don't say those. Jewish, Jew, nothing wrong with that. I'm not trained by Mossad. I did not send them a resume. They didn't train me in Vancouver for a week when I lived down there. sent a resume into CIA once. But it said right there, no Canadians allowed. I mean, well, no, you have to be an American citizen to even get in there. I sent one anyway. I said I watched Spy Game and The Recruit and Repeat. That was it. Director got that one. I'm working. Figure it out soon enough. Uh, don't want to pay off this. Just have to pay for music. That was always good to me. He was the only real one. That's it. I mean, there's some of the guys I was working with, like young guys, smiling and stuff for solid too, but he didn't turn on me like, like all the other guys did. They were under pressure by mom and dad and their biker buddies. Can't blame them. I ran them into the ground best I could. They're all doing better for it. That was prior to 2010. I had a good time. Nobody knew what I was up to. No one. Trying to get in with the brass in DC. That's the part of the world that I hail from. That's where the power's from around here. If I would have went out and tried to outsource it to some small country in Europe, probably wouldn't work out so well. That's what one. The Dutch? Probably not. Brad, you'd have a following for sure. You could get a following going. I'd help advertise it, but see, we do small numbers. It says small numbers. It's free, creative. It works for me. I like it. Maybe monetize something later, but not right away. There's no hurry. Stop talk. I don't know. There's probably all sorts of legal issues with that kind of data or information. So it can't be taken as advice at all. It's pretty gets lawyerish quickly. Spreadsheets. That's good. Markets are opening soon. That's right. Well, I work in here a lot. Not that one. That's just walking, but it's a little bit bigger. It's like a pantry. But we gotta get rid of the gas pump. Just for sleeping. It's a cot, living room, sleeping there. Cheap. We get a new place, but then it gets expensive. You done with Kelowna? Bored? Is it better? Management for this. Hopefully, you could help with that. Bradley, brother Brad, and that's Anthony, and the management. I went straight to the top. That's how I got around them, and they still fuck with me. That's just so it doesn't confuse people with local one here, and then the original one from. People are thinking that he's the original, or I don't know. Oh, I love it. That'd be great. Then you can hold down the fort when I gotta run out. Things aren't crazy busy, but then it's enough. Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. Kidding me? Storage locker or something? Too. But no outside influence, like in that something like
worst way. Through satanic wordplay. It's the night when it's fine. Happy birthday. Fans vital. Lubrication. Crack bio rejuvenation. Subdue my patient. Produce cremation. Serve lance in your back to the circumstance. Then look when you walk like do a murder dance. Stab you with a shank shaft. My language is filled with frankness. The English shebang shaft. Greetings to all Cretans. Don't see from repeated beatings. Understand you need it. You sound with that, bro. Be loyal. Or get strangled with a scarf till you fall. What goes around recoil. My conversation, I sent you like operation. My obligation is to kill Nazis with concentration. Romance ain't a slow dance. It's the slow with no fans. Sucking, holding my dick with both hands. Putting guns in the pockets. My steeds would find the eyepiece of a high priest like the sun to his socket. Violence to violence. Five on destruction. It's that no abduction with high corruption. Flirt with the state, but that seems clear. Cause happy endings are not in the script. Violence to violence. So five on destruction. It's that no abduction with high corruption. Flirt with the state, but that seems clear. Cause happy endings are not in the script. I drop English vocab this tastefully, gracefully. With the machete strapped on my hip, I'm in the place to be. Weapon brutality, faithfully. Our religion sends, bash a pigeon in. I'm belligerent. Praise to all bitches in America with short ligaments. Do your thing, signs don't mean shit. Any nigga can win. Talking at your ass is great. You'll get drastic hate. Force you to masticate a fucking plastic plate. I got your breakthrough acquisition. And you're on the street smoking crack on a mission, looking like an apparition. Your death is like angelic. The splattering of your guns makes a beautiful pattern. It's psychedelic. Kiss your ass, $100 buy. Your wallet's mine. Scream, holla, cry. You've been disqualified. My demented thoughts need to be rented and sacramented. Intended, blended, and blended. Violence to violence. Five on destruction. It's that no abduction. With high corruption. Flirt with the state, but that seems clear. Cause happy endings are not in the script. Violence to violence. So five on destruction. It's that no abduction. With high corruption. Flirt with the state, but that seems clear. Cause happy endings are not in the script.
Oh, just talking there. So I started the X campaign, Brother Bradley, with the mob radio. I'm a little tired. I've been out a couple of days. I would like to work a lot. Nobody's watching. Soundtrack. This here, that's the it latches onto me, my face when I sleep. I like it. It's nice. Doesn't do much moving around until that. Brother Bradley with me, Kendall. Oh yes, put that one away. Just the Prince. Prince is... I work a lot. I started X, and then there's all the rest of the ladies of Liberty. And Kendall take Brother Bradley through. As Brother Bradley's thinking about moving home. Not going far from cameras ever. Always gonna have home. Always. Burning, next summer. Got some Freemason type ask questions to be answered.
We keep it all bad. I can wash it. Jaws black. The blood dripping out of your forehead. Yo, my mafia's like a posse of soldiers, trooping through Bosnia, body of the burial with 100 bodies on top of you. Your life is wired. You're on a full temperature, I'm selling you tired. My shit's crazy, like animals playing rabies. The dead baby, the body wrapped in plastic. The time that you like to draft it. Cut you open, shove the spikes in your liver. Your veins are like a river, blood flowing through veins like rope on a map. Open the hole, back to your brain. Perform surgery while you're asleep. There's no difference between you and she. You dead meat, get your girl butt to the beat. Machinery dragging you by your feet. If you're hungry, you're dying to eat. Choking on alcohol with a scalpel in your Adam's apple and a calico plug in your asshole. I'll put you in a chapel. Kid, you should be careful. Fucking with a butcher knife, smack that out. I'll butcher you like a jackal. You disrespect me, you're all fucking dying. What did you fall well, you're all fucking dying. You the one that did it, or you're all fucking dying. I feel like you're hurt, you're all fucking dying. Sometime in your life, you're all fucking dying. Every human that's living there, you're all fucking dying. 10 years, 30 years, you're all fucking dying. Whether nuclear war call, you're all fucking dying. I'm a low guard, fire tight, rap with a right rap. That we glorify your night, light, fight back. I light you up like fireflies in the night. Fight, let's start for life is fight.
I'm just the messenger. That's what they want. And so I can suggest this. Them young, they're old. That's how that one goes. I would travel there, of course, as if you do this. Too far east. I may never make it. Literally. Would be nice. So far. Would be nice to go visit. Change the song. Hey, buddy. More money in peacetime. They always want to go, though. Yeah. Maybe I can help. Maybe I can't. Go down to Abbotsford. Probably try and buy a small mom and pop operation. Somewhere tiny. One employee. Then I can sit there and do this all day. One employee and run it. And then here, one employee. That'd be it. Keeps me busy and out of trouble. Whatever they could do, and I'd be hands off. I'll be too busy with this. You get different things going on. But don't want to lose the crowd either. So that's backup plan. Fair enough. Keeps me busy. Wouldn't do a lot of traveling back and forth. And then, every couple of weeks be here. I don't know how it all works. Gotta get down to the city eventually. No violence for me. I'm out. I know how to stay out of trouble. I never cause any problems. Never. Always other people cause problems with me. Bradley knows that. Never, ever cause any problems. Minding my business, made money. Small all the time. Brutal down there. If I can tell quiet things down. Start there. But by the telephone mainly. Yes. So, one second. My brother would be from a different father. Just gonna get some background music here. And it's very important. I know it is. I want it. Brother would be from a different father. But the old man raised him as his own. But when they meet, dad would have met my mother up here. They would have been like like very, very, very young, like knee high. Chrissy and Brett. They met at Bailey's Pub. They moved down to. I'm taking it serious. I need some music on the background. Okay, so they moved from Kamloops. They were living up here. Had me. I don't know what year that was. 89, I guess. Brett was 6 or 7. Okay, this is helping right now. Okay, cool down the Vancouver Mafia, the Hells Angels, British Columbia, but Vancouver, the Lower Mainland, and the RCMP. Lower Mainland, those 3 parties are not getting along. Okay. I, Cody Hayden, I'm not directly connected to any 3 of those parties at all. I'm connected with New York in a big way. I've always been with them. Never reached out to any of the Vancouver mob at all. I know a couple of times in Kamloops, in the Cobbler. That's it. RCMP down there, never, ever dealt with them. I was pulled over once in the Monte Carlo when I lived down there, messing around, trying to sell some drugs downtown with pork. That's it. Pulled over, and I never sat down anyways with any RCMP ever. Not a chance. And I'll tell you that. And then the Hells Angels of the Lower Mainland, I was at T-Bars once, and that was for like a funeral arrangement type thing, like whatever you would, call it. And I was there once with brother Bradley. That's my only time, my only like physical. There was a house angel there. I was young. I was 19. I had a drink. Gave him the nod. Somebody kind of gave me the nod. That's it, as far as connections. So all my influence would have just been people talking through the internet, or just from cameras. My kind of criminality from 2010 previous. People just hearing what I did and bringing it down the highway and talking to people. And but my brother, he was older than me by about 7 years. He was 21 when he committed suicide, and he did commit suicide for sure, 100%, 100%, no question about it. That's for sure. Nobody put him up to it or did anything. That's for sure. My grandmother had mentioned this when I was just young. Maybe it was them, the bikers, Hells Angels. She said this woman. So I was young. I was 12 or 13. I went out, bought the book, Hells Angels at War. I read it. I don't know. I never heard of the Hells Angels before then. Mom was upset with the grief, and she just thought maybe that was a possibility because he kind of took a bit of a licking from the batch because he gave out a licking or something. It was a little rough up. It wasn't a big deal, and it's happened before. And then somebody drugged his drink or something at a nightclub, but that could have been anybody. And it was just he was in a bad way. He was in the hospital. He was on the phone from the hospital. And he asked me if I wanted to talk, and I said no, I don't want to. And I think it was the next day he committed suicide. So I don't know if, and he was having a hard time with his wife at the time. He was cheating on her. He told me, and so she wasn't talking to him, and she wasn't going very good for him. But he's a pretty hardened gangster at the time for his age. I mean, he was only 21, so I mean, he would have only got him into so much stuff. Some shootouts or beatings or beating up some prostitutes or something. I heard on the east side. And for that area, pretty typical, I think, for a 20-something-year-old. More or less, he might have been a little bit meaner. His original dad was quite abusive to his mother, so he was kind of had that in him. And then, so I read this book, Hells Angels at War, and I read this thing, and I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. It was quite the book, and I just come out of that book thinking, well, I don't know. This is like him. I just basically said that I blamed it on the Hells Angels that they killed my brother. That was an outright lie. I'm very sorry for that. That was me being a teenager and reading this book and thinking I got to get in on this or something. I just thought I knew he was a gangster and I knew it would hold fear over the younger gangsters. I was only 13 when I started saying it. Or when I mentioned it to a friend, it's not like I shouted it out over the roof. I just kind of mentioned this. I think maybe. And it kind of traveled and it kind of metamorphed into something, not what it was. I was sure right away after just getting in the drug game, kind of having instincts that it was not suicide. I would go by that house once in a while and or was suicide, sorry, and I'd go by the house and I always thought it was suicide. Mom had a hard time kind of getting over it. Mothers always do with sons, but she should know for sure it was. So that's where that lie came from. Because I've never worked closely with any of those three parties from the coast. But my online influence is vast, and that somehow I've been just with the young men that loved me, cared for me from up here. They brought stories down with them, and they turned into different things. And I've always been a shit talker and just shit talk, the club. But it was always kind of my way of like appreciating them. just that, I wasn't gonna kiss ass, and so that's kind of my way of, I could kind of shit talk the Patch, and then I talked up the coppers. 'Cause that's just how I played it. I never sat down with a member once to talk business, or a copper. I never sat down with either party. And Vancouver mob, the Italian side, I've never sat down with at all. Not at all. I mean, I've never talked to an Italian down there once in my life, I don't think. All my shit talking has not been good, but that's what I've always done. And I've always kind of been in the mafia, though. So, I mean, this sounds stupid, but I watched Goodfellas with my old man at like, whatever, I can't remember how old I was, and that was it for me. And I've always kind of been in line with New York. Always. No problem. No problem. There's tension there because of me on all three parties. I really hope not. I really hope that you can work it out at the highest levels, and then we can go down. As far as tension goes. You know, um, the real enemies there. I would suggest that the Calcutta's guys, if they're there still, they're into women rape, and this is not nice. Real bad stuff. Horrible shit. I know these three parties ain't into that stuff, and I just just kind of from learning and picking up shit on the internet. I know that's where that comes from. That type of brutal rape and gang rape down there. There's not much of it left, if any. But it happens. They do it. They brainwash the young ladies right off the bat with it. Brutal gang rape. They're so scared that they don't know what to do, and then they use them for spying. They could be any color. That's my research into just that. And when I was down there, I was well behaved. Didn't do any black ops stuff. That's the truth. Nothing. I worked a job. I worked another job. I was gonna get on with pork chop in 856, I think it was. I don't know. They didn't give me any sales, so I said, "Fuck this! I'm out of here." How's that? Sold like $100 off for them. That was it. Could have went to somebody down there. I didn't want to. I wanted to be a cabinet where I'm home. Well, I knew it when Facebook first started, and like before that, MSN Messenger and Expedia and stuff was kind of popular on there. The ladies always kind of chatted me up, so I chat them up. But I was very shy with them in person, so that's how I was. I chatted them online. And I kind of created an internet character or something. I don't know. And I pretended to be a different person with the one. I covered up, flirted with this girl for a while. That got to the spies, I think. But even before that, I was Grandpa Hayden on River Road. I was like 4 years old, 4 years old, watching war movies, getting him to go down to the pub and get the vets to answer questions for me. So I was on the brass's radar, right? And like early, because I was very strategic minded and young. And I was just funny, you know, asking all sorts of stupid questions. And then the Nazi picture, parade in kindergarten, grade 5, put me on the map for the elitist. Queen found me then. That's when she found me. I'm sure of it. She probably found me at my mother's birth. I almost killed her. It was a very unique birth. The church, the Vatican, they keep tabs on certain types of, signs for rare births or whatever. I don't know anything about the shit. I know that was one. She almost didn't make it. I probably almost didn't make it. I made it. So I was on the map early. And then, the generals always kept their eye on me through the years. And then the picture Well, then I brought the queen in because Grandpa probably said she had all the fucking gold in the world. And then away I went. And I was good. I stayed on sports and I wouldn't do drugs or drink it, nothing. And then my brother Brett died. Well, I decided to go a different way. I was thinking professional sports or something. Because, that age, you're thinking something like that. And he passed. And I just decided to get into drug dealing. Because he was a drug dealer. He used to try and get me on the program. I said, no, I'm okay. When he came up here from the coast, he was trying to get me to sell weed for him. I said, no, I'm okay. And, yeah. He passed, and then I went straight into it. I was never really looking for any revenge of the past. Not at all. I didn't have a fucking thing, no problem with him at all. Vancouver Mafia, I never. Italians, I never even. Well, I never gave you this, time of day or thought about you even. Because I thought I was just with New York. I read the Five Families in New York, and I always knew New York had the big, I don't know, Goodfellas, I guess, Godfather and all that. Tony Soprano. I watched a lot of that stuff. That was always my hat. How you'd see me driving down there, like, I didn't even know there's an Italian in Vancouver. But Rusty, when I was in just like youth probation or whatever, spent 3 or 4 years in probation there. He told me about Vancouver Mafia. They still exist. I said, oh, good. I already had my mind made up. Those New Yorkers, they must have left the window to the social club open, and I jumped in there when I was just a lad and crawled under the sink. And I hid under there for years. They just didn't see me coming. And boom. But they always had a feeling, because I was always very, very certain way with things, strict about certain things that I do on the street, and never, no, there was violence for sure, before 2010, quite a bit of violence, but nothing too heavy. Nothing like, there's one there, but the 2x4, I was there, I'll say that, and never any rape or anything like that for me, none, or women beating, none of that. Just on prostitution, nope, none of that. Thing with my mom and I, we got in an argument. That was it. But blown out of proportion. Thing with my sister, that was totally fake. That got thrown out. And yeah, I was violent. 2010. Never shot anybody. Never stabbed anybody. Never pointed a loaded gun at anybody. But me in New York, we're always in line. And Vancouver and New York, I'm sure are aligned. Always have been. But you have always got rogue, defectionate. All organizations do. Yeah. But I did not mean to sow any kind of, chaos or anarchy in your guys' ranks. I got in the Anarchy's cookbook when I was a teenager too. I got going on that thing. I think I hit them all now. I was just a son of a bitch. So whatever I did, that had long-lasting effects. I'm sorry. I did not mean for that at all. I wish to come back to the dope business, because I'm not exactly an organized criminal yet. I mean, I'm a small-time dope dealer. Always have been. My cover is going to be been small-time dope dealer. I just cut out of the pot game for 13 years. There's never a big scale, never packs. So now I'm just kind of spreading my wings with the hat of New York. They like what they're seeing. And the Chicago fellas, they showed up when I was working South Thompson Inn. Running the barbecue, they showed up on a tour bus. The elite of the bosses out there. And I didn't know it at the time. I knew they were into something. Because they just, I could tell they were into something. But they had, hit it well. They just looked like kind of retirees and a little bit older gentlemen. And that's, tied into the Windy City. And then Uncle If, he knew my uncle, Johnny. A lot of the old school bikers did. And I always knew that. Kind of had that. And my old man, was tied in, and he got offered to be in the Hells Angels in Saskatchewan, but he said no. I'm okay. I want to be a working man, and that's where that ended. He pulled the big wall over me. Okay, Dad. And then we never talked much about it at all. And he just told me, well, I played him for a fool, and he played me for a fool for years, and still, to this day, he still can't fucking believe it. If he's in the spying division there, he must have been slacking off in regards to me. But I never spied on him at all. I mean, or what he was up to. I never bothered him with it one bit. I used to drive by him when he was driving to Sammy, the big Kenworth, up the highway. Drive by, coming down the coast to do all sorts of illegal things in regards to the dope game. Shouldn't have been buying up down there. I was hard headed. I figured I'd just do whatever I wanted. The Queen got me out of some shit a few times, and so did Uncle Johnny's old biker buddies. But you know, I was never openly rude to any members ever, never once that I know of, except for this young man who was robbed. He was American, son of a Los Angeles, but I don't even think that's son knew his dad was. I mean, I've always been polite to the police. That's just how I play it. I'm polite to them. I've never bribed one. I never will. I've been very polite to them, and I just happen to know some from my buddies. My buddy's sister married one, and I grew up with a young man who ended up going into policing. We used to play Lego and shit. I haven't seen him in decades. A couple other guys I just kind of know from, but I don't work with them in any way, shape, or form. When I get pulled over, I make sure I'm buckled up and not drunk. And that's how I play it. And I don't play it any other way. I'm not in the big leagues. So. And then the mob says, well, they know I got to answer to New York, and New York calls me. So that's that. I mean, I'm down there. I was down there with Brother Brad, hanging out when he lived down there. Made a few small moves with some weed. Compared to the rest of the stuff going on, those small moves. And but I was also, double dipping on Iffy and grabbing this there. He didn't like that much, but I didn't like the guys in the middle. I was trying to get rid of them. I want to get right to him. I was too young. And that's that. That happens. But Brother Brett, he had his own career, legend, kind of before he passed. He had his own reputation on the streets. Pretty ruthless young man for his age. I remember driving by Willie Picton's farm there. I didn't know who the fuck that was. I was a kid. He goes, "There's Willie Picton's farm," and just kind of just drives past. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I learned that years later. So who knows? I'm sure he wasn't up to anything too heinous. But he was just from North Van. He grew up in North Van. Did a lot of juvie, jail time. We moved to Quesnel when he was in like grade 8 or something. He robbed $5,000 or $20,000 from however much it was from my grandfather. He had saved up for a boat. It's not funny, but it is funny. He took it all, and he offered me $50. I remember this, $50 to keep quiet about it. He laughed at me. Must have been 15 or 20. Geez, my grandpa almost killed him. But he went to juvie. We moved to Quesnel. I didn't see him for years. Probably like 6, 7, 8 years. Quite a while. He got in shit. So Mom said, "To hell with you." We moved. The old man had work. So I had to go. But yeah, that's the story. And years later, he came back when I was in high school. tried to give yourself weed, this and that, never happened. And, well, he committed suicide shortly later. I'm over it myself. I've been over it for quite a few years. Never bothered me too much. I was young, 13. Yeah, I was upset about it. Made my bones with it. Decided to use it as a strategy, which was, you know, now going back on it, not a great idea, but it turned out pretty well for some. Because some of you guys, this thing created a strange crime wave. Some guys aren't here for it. And I'm very sorry for that. But they may not have been here for it anyways if this didn't happen. This Vancouver is very, very, brutal. But I'm sorry for any loss that has been incurred on any of those three parties. So got to, I always say that the police got to police themselves. When the cops get too out of line, they get hurt. They got to deal with them. And they got to be in a position strong enough to put organized criminals in the jail. If they get out of line. Just the good and the bad side of the mafia. In New York, they're giving away 100-year sentences like hotcakes. They were in the 80s and 90s. Like guys that weren't even connected to the illegal side. They simply sat down and had lunch with the wrong one, and they give him 100 years too. They got too powerful, and they started abusing it, and they really whacked him good in New York, big time. Set him back 100 years down there probably. Well, not that much, but they're too rich for that. But set him back. Lots of guys. So, there's that. They got too close with the coppers out there and the judges. They had the fixers in. They weren't doing jail time, and they did do a case. It would just be a big fix. Like John Gotti would show up to court in a $3,000-4,000 suit, and he just know he was getting off. Yeah, that was the case. It wasn't even. And he made it look all good. And he loved that. Brought him a lot of heat. So he didn't care as long as he's winning the case. But eventually he lost one, and he passed in jail. It's tough. You're insulated. You nothing that gets to get you caught. Well, then it's all good. But retirement's coming, man. You guys have been knocking it dead down there for fucking. You gotta let some of those young guys in. Okay, because they're getting. Because it's tough down there. And you guys get a lot of the action still. You have, you grip on it. And you're getting tired of it. It's 70s, probably 80s, yeah, something in the 80s, and you're still holding on to the position. And they know what is fucking with you. But it'd be nice just to retire a little bit and have the youngins do it, as long as you trust them. And if there's anybody in your ranks that you think's not loyal to you, is loyal to me, well, I implore them, you're loyal to your fucking chain of command, you're the chapter, not me. Don't be in there to try and, protect me. That's not right. I mean, I'm sure they don't mind if you have some love in your heart for me or something, some kind of a figure. But don't be in there to try and, ferment kind of some sort of instability, or be there for when they kill me so you can kill them. Turns out the bikers in BC aren't going to kill me. I'm pretty positive of that. We had our fucking differences, but we really haven't had our differences. I've been really quite good. I just talked a lot of shit, and that was always with love. You guys would have figured it out some years ago, and so we made that kind of. But the young guys, you gotta be loyal to those men that are above you in the chain of command. There's a reason for it. You can't talk on the phones anymore. I mean, they are no good. People can change your text coming in. You don't even know you're talking to the right fucking person. Gets you set up. Yeah, some people hijack your phone, clone it. They can figure out where you're at. And that's how a lot of people get murdered these days. This was all just done to me by that young lady. I know she had tradecraft and she was doing something. I watch a lot of spy movies. I've read spy books. I like spying. Espionage work. I don't like spying on organized criminals at all. Never have. I never will. But I like to spy. I like spying as far as like domestic, surveillance kind of that kind of thing to protect your country. I like that. Or foreign spying would be nice to get into one day, but I'm a little bit too popular for that now. So I've always liked it. Just have. So I noticed she was playing that kind of spy-ish game, and so I let it all happen. I just whatever. Take the freaking work phone. Bing. She cloned my work phone, my main phone, and well, that led to some bad people getting pinched back east, or back east, over the Pacific. Bad people, worst kind of gang rapist type shit. Not good. So she was working that angle, and well, that's kind of. I was already indoctrinated by the military guys when I was 3 or 4, so there's that. The mob guys with Goodfellas, and then the bikers with that book, Hells Angels at War, and they called me the kid. You know who the old man is. You can't make this shit up. But Brother Brett passed on his own merit. He decided to do that. If there was an invisible hand there, it wasn't no normal traditional biker. Or, it wasn't. I don't think there was. But that's just my estimation. And in 2010, I hit that yellow pill. Fucking fried me. Just brutalized me. That's after, the double murder up north in Prince George happened. And, yeah, fried me. And I went nowhere as I stayed home. My parents took me in. I was grumpy. I don't know. I went on a ride on that tour. I don't even remember it. 3 weeks. And, yeah. That's. And then after that, I got in a little bit of partying. Camels. I ended up in jail there. Too much partying on the bail conditions. Had a little party up. And then that's when I got into it with my mother. She had me shipped out of town for a year. And yeah. Oof, tired. I've been up 3 days. But I think I almost fell asleep sitting up there. Um, yeah, that's about it. I didn't. I was, believe me, when I was taking those rental cars down, I wasn't going to see anybody. I went to see Keegan. That's it. I mean, sometimes I just take off down the highway by myself. I was bored. Fucking bored. I was never really interested in having the women around. Spent most of my time by myself. Just studying, reading books, online, checking organized crime news, reading books. And yeah, I am fairly educated as far as like traditional organized crime to a degree. I know how the nuts and bolts work. I don't know the current landscape of the government. I don't know who's doing what, this, that, where I'm just not down there. I'm not connected to that world. I'm coming down in a couple, 2, 3 years. It'd be nice to have me soon. That would be nice. Calm everyone down for your date night or two. That would be good. That would be good. Brother Brad would be good to move in here. That might help cool some things down. Keep just JR away from you. He just won't quit. He's like addicted to it. He can't help himself. I apologized to him in like 2018, and he was screwing my wife. I still apologize to him for something. I said, am I mad about it? No, because she was precious daughter of a very powerful man. So I just said, hey, she's gonna do what she wants. That's my stepdaddy. He's still gonna be my stepdad for the rest of the world of my time here. And I did my best for her to keep her on track. She migrated to a new country. She had a fresh start. God bless her. mother's awesome, really nice, and yeah, so it worked out just fine for me. You know, sometimes you marry for more than just love, and we did fall in love. And, I know Dad was a baller, so I knew she missed him, so I tried to take care of him. She chose to do what she wanted to do. I was busy playing poker. I never cheated on her, no. Oh, one little kiss at the very end of it, but she was cheating on me the whole time. Silly girl, not much, but still not. No, we are divorced. I filed it online, so like a year and a half ago. If there's no paperwork for you, that means well, whatever you got caught up in the court system with JR trying to steal your father's money with my name, not good. Good luck getting that through. I look like who? Brother Bacon? I'm that one picture? Yeah. I never met him. I just know him through the grapevine. This thing. I bartered with the Pope. I'm in with the Pope. Essentially not. When I go on those little crazy adventures, you hear that I went nuts again. I'd be talking to the elite, the Pope, and the Illuminati and shit. I heard through telekinetics, and when the solar sun activated went, that's when I started talking to everybody. And I went quiet. But when I have these little fits, I start talking to him. Queen barely ever talked to her. A couple brief times. I just ignored the woman. She moved mountains for me. And this last time, me and Trevor were hanging out. Jimmy Page's blood relative up here, Led Zeppelin's guitarist, third cousin or whatever he is. He started lipping off. His grandmother's British, and he just starts lipping off about the Queen. Oh, we were yelling and screaming at each other for a couple hours, I swear. And I think 2 days later, she passed away. Strangest thing. But then I went down to the coast and I had me a 2-for-1 special. I wanted to know if she's still around. She had to maybe trick her foes. That would have been impossible. Thinking that she's passed. Because there's men out there that would not even nearly as powerful as her in that realm she was in. There's men more powerful, but she's a very powerful woman. The most powerful woman the world has ever seen, for sure. By none. She really gave her shit the last 20 years of her life. So, but I don't wish to open up any old wounds that she would have here at all. So, when I fly in a Cessna, in the middle of the night from Kamloops, it's what, a 1 hour ride? Pitch dark, land in Abbotsford for my night shift, selling, grams of this, grams of that. I'll make sure to let everybody know Brother Bacon's not here, but I am. So please, save your money. Save your money. I'll take care of it for him. Yeah. I'll give him his cut. No worries. Don't worry. Give it to me. I'll give him his cut. No, I won't say that. Yes, and Garrett, well, he wanted to go out on his own when he was, we were hustling the Kamloops. Well, the dope we were getting was shit. The puppets were, I call them the puppets, but if these guys were whacking it down to nothing. It was garbage. But people still bought it off me because they love me. And they were taking advantage of this situation. They thought they loved them, but they didn't love them. It's because my family in Kamloops has deep ties on both sides. So my family's well known. Not that they're a bunch of drug addicts, but this is well known. I got to know a lot of people quickly. I did well, but we had garbage products. Oh, it was garbage. Compared to the other stuff, it was garbage. Garbage. Anyways, it's probably 20% weaker than what other people had. 30%, 40%. But there was 3 men in Kamloops. They just thought they had it over us. So he wanted to go grab his own stuff. I said, sure. I don't care. I'm not gonna fight you over it. Just give me $100 per. And I just grabbed it and slipped it in my pocket. I was only 18, 19. The best money I ever made. Eventually, he started growling at me. And I said, whatever. Got crap product anyway. Yeah. But things have changed. It's always bunk. Always bunk. If he wasn't in control of that part. I said, just don't do too much in there. Here's the good stuff. Here's the good cat. Here's this how you do it. But not too much. Yeah, well, with me, they went too much. Every fucking time. They knew people would buy it anyways because they loved me. That's where they made any money. Or the one person did. Yeah. Oh well. No big deal. And if I went and bought elsewhere after Garrett went to jail, it's because, well, I was trying to get access to the real escaper there. Or one of them. Kamloops one. Or the Winnipeg one, I should say. I don't know the Kamloops one. Oh, I do. That's my story. I've kind of butted heads with people over the years, but I honestly don't mean to, ever. I'm an alpha male myself. I don't ever like to project it. I just kind of like to go along and be, That's the story of me so far. In 2010 to 2013, I sold weed and extracts. That's it. Once I grabbed 2 ounces of some up on the coast, and it was from through hippies. It was garbage, complete junk, and it was worth too much. So I never got back into it. I guess you guys all thought I lived under a rock or something. You wouldn't know that I was getting ripped off. And well, got some power now, man. But I ain't exercising. I'm not yet. I'm not like that. I'm not. It's not like I'm gonna try and come after you guys because of what happened in the past. I could give a shit. I really could give a shit. Doesn't matter to me. Come down and have a nice small weed line or small line. Keep busy. Find one worker. Gives me time in the community, and as a mobster. Like any problems that happen or anything that anybody needs assistance with that I can help with. Talking to both sides or figuring out, how to neutralize the situation. And even if it's with the lawman, or whatever it is, I can get a good lawyer and have him talk to them. Whatever. I could help. Because I'm just not going to Hollywood. I ain't going to Hollywood and going on no big screen. You fucking think that. And I ain't giving up my spot in Kamloops drug trade. Like, fucking Claude scratch for it. I ain't fucking giving it away. And it's not alpha male rolling around fucking pistol whipping people. It's not that. There'll be no violence for me. No. And I'm not going to be taxing no bikers up here, nothing like that. I'm not taxing anybody. Just going to be having a good old fashioned crew. Maybe 30 or 40 guys up here like usual. Saying, this sort of thing. 30, 40 dealers. You know how it goes. That only happened twice. 2010. Okay, we had it up there with everybody. I wasn't there after the core group, and they had a couple people, and then the weed line was going pretty good the one summer, 2015. We had 30 people. Wasn't bad. But this time, one each. Small, petite, little ones. Okay, call that the Golden Triangle. Vancouver, Vernon, and Kamloops. Not Vancouver, sorry. Langley, Abbotsford, Aldergrove. Chilliwack, I ain't even gonna stop for gas. And I won't be going over the fucking bridge either. Nope. Oh, you need that over there, do you? Well, good for you. Sorry, I may go down there for a drink once in a while. Watch some dancing girls. That's it. No, I ain't doing no business to serve. Refuse it. Too big. Too many people. No, I just like it Aldergrove and Langley and Abbotsford. I'm gonna stay on that side of the wall. On the fence. Too fucking far to drive. Too much traffic. I'm not driving across the whole city. I'm just not doing it. Stay put. Still traffic over there, but not much. That's the plan. Small town. Get one employee. On that one employee. Handles everything. I might drop something off. Okay. Everything's going good. Nice. Maybe working once or twice here and there. That's it. I give you the same thing. Or Abbotsford. That's it. Simple. I mean, I'm not right up to the gills. Nobody should be getting me in trouble. It's not going to be me you got to deal with. I simply won't know anything about it. Whistling down the street, walking and minding myself and the birds, and something bad will happen. You know, the old guys know they don't get you when you expect it. They get you when you don't expect it. It could take months, years. Whack! But that's the plan. And then 20 years after that, I'm going to go across the bridge. This is actually my 20th anniversary this year. I got it wrong. Last year was 19. So now we got to do it again. 20th year anniversary. How are you? I'm serious. I messed the count up on that one. But then 20 years later, my plan is Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary. That's as far as I'm going. No, I'll never go out east. They ain't finding me in Montreal. If Montreal men want to talk to me, they can send them out here. New York's not sending nobody. They're busy. That's that Montreal time, but they don't go over the Rockies that well, those old French Italians. They don't like the Rocky Mountains much. They drive through them. They won't fly over them. Vancouver does a good job kicking back to Washington anyways. What's the big deal? Who knows nothing? Yeah, I suppose they'd have to. That's the story of me. That's just me. I got Cody Hayden's crime story. That's all make up. Just bullshit. Fun. Just fun. I mean, I might spun in a little bit of real stuff, but nothing serious. The one, the kid, that was just, yeah. I had to kill him off eventually. I know I've spun up some criminality. And I hit it well the last 13 years. That whole crime wave prior to 2010 was fucking legendary. You know, there's send a message here, send a message there. You know, this, that, and other. And next thing you know, fucking Queen's out there spewing fucking this and that. As far as using that strategy as energy and getting people corrupted and doing things that they shouldn't have been or whatever she had going on. I don't know. I don't even know. She was giving it though. So that's about it. So there's anything I can do down there, anything at all, let me know. Anything at all. I could come down for a visit here soon. Probably next week or something. Just come down for a night or two. Good to see the nephews and stuff. Expecting a little bit of herbage from down there. One of them should be in the mail. I mean, herbage as far as, you know, spices for my cabinet. Keegan should be soon. I deleted my signal. I had to reset the phone. I was cloned. My phone was cloned. And whoever else had it. I don't have access to my iCloud account yet. I'm waiting on the password. So, waiting game. I don't have any numbers. What's that? Like the same when I was 15? Yeah. Life's been good to me. This yellow pill in 2010, this hit me hard. This was a hell of a ride. This I came back from dead from, or something happened. I don't know, it just hit my brain in a funky way, and I just that set me back. But after that, it's been all good. I mean, a few short stretches of working a real job, I mean, were torturous. I don't wish it upon anybody, but it's very important in these jobs. You have to have. VKK? Well, Vernon, Kamloops, Kelowna. It's a super city in the works. We're already built in there. We got Falkland in the middle there. We got 3 mayors. But it's just an idea. We're still separate municipalities. But the VKK, Vernon out front because it's a Freemason built town. The Freemasons designed it and built it. I figured that out somehow when I was up there fighting around with Marshall there. Poor Marshall. The bench. Oh well, I thought he stole $100 of my money. Lo and behold, the hotel lady downstairs had it for my damage deposit. I forgot all about this. So I grabbed the hammer and I said, Marshall, put your hand on that fucking bed, Marshall. Marshall, just do it. I got all fired up. It was half an act, and I was just couldn't remember where to put the money. I was never gonna hit him with it, but and then I was just fucking with him, and then I said something, and I said the wrong thing, and we neutralized the situation. But that's where I cut it from. I was wearing a bench shirt. It didn't make sense at the time. Nice name. It's a ring to it. But nobody's on the bench. Unless you're on the bench, you gotta be sitting next to the bench. I gotta actually build this thing. I build it from the ground up. So when I get down there, I'll be on the bench. If he's on this, he's on this idea of KMMC. Well, it might be a nice one. Kamloops Mafia Motorcycle Club. We'll be looking for a president. I'm into propaganda and brimstone, that operation. El Presidente has eluded me. We're looking for him. Maybe. It's all fictionary. Earl Grey says I already am president. Well, I'm looking for a president under me. So I can. Well, he did it. But we'll figure it out. He still gotta find me a way to buy me a hog. There's not many left. Got warehouses full of these bikes probably around, tucked away in basements. I didn't crash them all. Fuck, where'd they all go? Lost. My mother's cousin was a Hell's Angel, that's right. And the blood in the family. Would have never. I know. Bad. Plus, Uncle Johnny was a legend amongst us. And that's all I need to know about that. Good enough for me. It was just to neutralize the gangsters. I knew he knew. Because I knew they would have come up the highway and tried fucking with me and taking my money or trying to do something like that. So I said that. People, holy fuck, he's nuts. He's crazy. I knew Uncle Johnny was in there, and I knew somehow, in some way, I was connected to it. I just felt it that way. So I said, fuck it, I'll probably get rid of it. I'll get away with it. I did, but it fucked up some shit, or at least it caused psychological warfare of some form. Sorry for that, I am. But I said it, wrote it off pretty quickly because I just knew it was not true. I just let it go, faster and do its thing. But Brother Brett, his legs is fucking living on for it. Yeah, he's in mine. He's dancing around. Well, he'd probably be in heaven, but yeah. Now I'm in school because Canadian Mafia. I got the pass. But we gotta be 70, 75 to do it. So now I'm pretty much just chained to the desk. No violence allowed. None. None. I've been good to you last 7 years. None. Probably like, then this could all go away. This could might be monetized somehow to some degree for me one day if I get it down to a science, I'm sure. But depending on what we're doing and how we're doing it, I still have to work and keep busy. I can't talk all day. Seems like I can, and I have been. Pretty quiet guy. I don't let my guard down for anybody really, and you can't in crime. Whether it's organized or not, you just don't know who you're talking to most of the time. People talk, so I always just talk shit. If I'm talking shit. If I don't know people, I know people and get to know them well, I trust them, and then I talk. Yeah, I mean, we got along pretty well, but there's always something there about him. He knew there was something there about me, but he didn't see it. He missed me altogether. He missed me altogether. But I was beloved amongst certain beggars. He's a good man. He just, I mean, I outright tricked him and outspied him. I wasn't even spying on him. He just kind of fucking missed me. He's here looking for somebody named C, C. And I was right there in front of him the whole fucking time, Cody. But I almost got him here with these tweets. He had the go bag ready, and he's heading back to fucking Mother Russia or Africa or fucking who knows, on his way to the airport. That's what I was. Those were just designed to fucking get him to finally snap out of whatever that was. He went on holidays. Before he went, he's going like this in my face. This is the thing Soviets do. He said, "We had a great year of business. You know, just coming up, put something together. Whatever. Loyal. And he's doing this to me." I said, "Okay, okay, okay. The hammer and sickle or the Nazi flags flying here. I'm not sure which one it is. I just went my own way because he turned into a fucking Soviet on me. But I think he's saned up. He's now saying that maybe he's gonna come around. I don't know. I have no idea. The Nazi stuff didn't work on me. He had a couple of girlfriends, this and that. You know, ripping me off and this and that. Gas in the house. This and that. What did I do? Must have been something in my literature because I flew about 10,000 feet last year. Or 5 to 10,000, whatever the hell it was. Lots. There must have been something there. I couldn't figure it out. So hopefully it comes around. But we were very close. We're married in this house. Not very close, but close. Took trips to him out to help out with his weed. Staying there. Spent some time with him in the Philippines. We never were close enough to talk about a Nazi party though. I'm not a Nazi at all. So there's that. We'll be an allied man. Outright. Indefinitely. Oh, I've been up for 3 days. Get a little music going. That's it. No word of a lie there. Any questions, you let me know. Why did I stop selling narcotics? Because when that pill hit me, the fucking pill hit me, and it hit me hard. 3 weeks I was out of it. hospital. I finally got out of the hospital. I was in the padded room. They had to hit me with a needle there, and I just wouldn't settle down. And that was tough little stretch. But I made it through. And I just was with Ira there the one day after this all happened. And, we all remember Jumbo. He was supposed to come and meet him. So I waited to, meet with him. I wanted to discuss, maybe getting some things going again. Whatever, just meet him. He wouldn't have been happy with me because he learned that I was grabbing elsewhere, this and that. And he was probably told he wasn't allowed to meet me or something. But he didn't show up, so I was pissed. I said, all right, whatever. And I just took time off. That's basically why. And I did get into it a little bit at next to the best restaurant in Sally here. And I ended up in the goddamn ended up in jail again. And then, I messed around a little bit down the coast and then came back and just went straight to weed. Because weed was still illegal and the money was alright. There's no risk. And I get pulled over like for the scale I was doing it. There's no risk, no jail time. I bought a couple ounces on the coast, narcotics from through Iffy's son and it's just whoever Mo, and they hooked me up with garbage. It was garbage. So I was like, well, fuck, if it's gonna be this way again. No, I can wait. So I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And then hooked up with somebody I'd been taken to Brad. Too expensive again, but whatever. Got it done. And then people love ripping me off. I'm on the rip off. Not anymore. Everything's fair now, which is nice. People taking care of me, and I really appreciate that. And I have to see them today. But yeah. That was it. Just then I hit the beat and I tricked myself into it. I said, oh, because I got to probably snort it, so I can't sell it. Fuck. That wasn't it either. I just didn't want to sell the crap yet because I know JR would have just had he's addicted to me. He just can't release from me. It's weird. It's this is strange. It's really quite fucking strange. I don't even see him at all. I don't see him at all. I think I was the same fucking thing. Like that crew back in 2010, I put that together. Like they brought in a couple guys later on that moved a little bit. But that was all me. And I mean, obviously the bikers helped put some pieces around me and shit, but I raised up those kids from high school and put it together so they were working and we took on business and we were popular and those guys just thought it was theirs. They thought, I created it. It's mine. I'm sorry, but it was mine. And I took Best of the Frenchman with me when I left it. Just the old man. Dad wasn't there, he was trucking. And then I know Iffy's got the fucking French in him too. And I never took him with me. We never talked business, but they were always helping around me. And who else would it be? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, that's about it. Oh, Ron Boucher, that's the other one. Who I grew up just down the road from. When I was a kid. Hey, Ron. Hey, Cody. I wouldn't say much, but thanks for having me over. I mean, you're eating your food, hanging out in your house, and you never seem to care. He was always good to me. Always. And the Frenchmen, they protect me. Well, you guys know I never really fucked with the Hells Angels really directly. I did. Other than bullshit. This. And I talked the cops up. It's just my way of fucking around. I never got violent with anyone. And these guys outright just fucking hate the Hells Angels for whatever reason. Not many of my doing. Some of it is. Some of it is. If you do hate the Hells Angels because of me, my work, my talking has been a fucking propaganda, bunch of propaganda. Me and Sonny, well, we're not close as in, I don't go hang out in California with him, but we're on the same page. He's the old man, and I'm the kid. Worked out pretty good. But peace is always better than those three parties. You three parties have to see eye to eye because we're being invaded by foreign fucking organized crime. One guy here, one guy there, one guy here. And it's just they want what they want. They want to take some peace. But it's an expensive place to play. You simply just can't show up and take it unless you show up and take it. And guys are. Some don't make it very far at all. Some make it just past the airport. That's the last I ever see them. But it's a very desirable place to get to Vancouver, and then Kamloops and Kelowna are both pretty nice places to work. And KK, that's me. I started that when I went from Vancouver, White Rock there, South Surrey, and Monte Carlo. When I came back to sell weed, that's when I started that. KK, Kamloops, Kelowna, KK, not the KKK. Oh, no good. They're on the way out. I won't say that here, but they're on the way out. Bad news. Worst kind of atrocity. Oh. But at the bottom as the Grand Master there, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, with the psyche stuff. Got right in there. Then Mom called me in and put me in the psych ward. I was right in there with him. Oh, I had him going. He's still staring at a wall eating frozen TV dinners. This is the way she goes. Sometimes they drink the Kool-Aid, other times they don't. See the olive skin in me a little bit though. It comes out of me. I was in the church there when I was in the hospital one time, downtown church. I think I deleted the picture off my Facebook now, but just took a picture in the church. But all the skin all of a sudden, I'm looking around like, who the fuck? I'm Roman. Dad, the Vatican sure of it now. We're related to the same Caesar that was stabbed in the back in the Senate. This is what the Vatican tells me. I said, yeah, sure. But he says they're positive. Mom's side, Nazi fucking Hitler's best buddy. Great grandpa. Hitler was fighting the good war. Can't make this shit up. Grandpa Hayden was IRA. And some tie into fucking East Russia, Ukraine tie in there. And I'm Jewish, so go figure. Got all the best of the fucking however white people. And French, don't forget the French. More French heritage than about 67% Italian, like 15% Jewish, Irish about 15%, 5% like Russian, Ukrainian, Austrian, German, whatever blood on, and the rest kind of have to be French. It's just the lighting. My eyes look dark. Makes me look evil. But spending too much time with the evil of the world, the organized crime. Oh, I ran into the Windy City. The Windy City's finest. They're the best and the brightest. The boss. They come all the way up here for vacation. There they were. I knew I felt safe. There's a lot of power here. I don't know what from where. From Chicago. New Yorkers, I guess, they were too busy to come join the trip. And they don't leave New York for nothing. They're in the social hustle, and that's it. Stock exchange keeps them busy. Well, not them, but it doesn't overlap. One does not mess with the other. Separate hands, for sure. Stock Talk 365. That's all me. Oh, yeah. All of it. Warren's there too. He double checks it. Make sure it's. I hash it out, and if you don't like it, he'll tell me. Calcutta, organized crime men, no longer around. Well, they got told to go home. I think if they're here, or they got lost in the country. You come to somebody else's country, and you want to take a piece. When it's this North America, this neighborhood, you ask, because the mafia is not gonna just give it up by force. Not gonna happen. All good, all good. My pleasure. All good. No worries. Sorry I wasn't sooner. I had to wait for that crime wave to come and bite me because I didn't really know how else to deal with it. 'Cause, I couldn't. I needed something to galvanize me against it. Because I was selling the weed all those years and nobody gave me any trouble except for fucking Matt Dorman guy. Wanted him. And that's the reason why he was brought up here. Well, the reason worked, but I never slipped like that. So that's a long time ago. He's not around. So, and that is what it is. But I'm over it. And yeah, it's another day. Yes, exactly. But I got to get it figured out so I'm back to work again and actually focusing. Because now I got 10 different people calling me at once, and then doing this. So I need an employee, but Brad would be more of a roommate. Probably get some of his own stuff going on, but I'm sure he would help here and there or whatever. But he'd be just a good roommate, keep an eye on the place. He's always in solid. He knows all you guys down there. So which is nice. Actually, yeah, he's out. He's borderline like obsessed on me. It's weird. Oh, I don't know what to say about it. Over my dead body. I don't have any problem with the Davy Street types. None. As far as I can tell, hey, all good. But not for me. No. Just ain't my cup of tea. Period. He's got command and control over the computer, though. I let him have some hard work taxing here. I go get a new computer in a couple hours. Solve that problem. $300 special. He probably just bought a $10,000 one trying to hack this. It's imperative that this stream and this my internet be managed by the very top of like it can't be the biker club. It just wouldn't work. It's too many people. It'd be a burden on you. It's got to be American government. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm close to. If I was hatched from an egg and somewhere near Beijing, it would be their government. It was the royal family still got the big say, but it's the Americans are largely in charge. Imperialists. I am an imperialist. I like the Americans. I'm pro-imperialism. I think it's a little too hypersexualized. The girls are just losing their mind on this stuff, but trying to get them to close their legs ever so subtly. But whatever. A little bit too violent in society too. Like the society's a little too violent. The imperialist is this version of it is a little bit too violent. I could probably settle that down a little bit. Nobody wants violence at that level. In the ghettos and stuff, it's a little too violent. But to keep it themselves, That's what it is. Too many jails, so too much criminality. So I bring back the mob radio another time. Stick with the and the Negroes. This is just. I was just when I saw them eating shit, watch them because they're fucking something to do. You know, I don't keep women around because they're fucking headache, and it's hard for me to have one around. Look what happened last year. I mean, Jesus, it's not you bikers. I know it's the evil itself. It's just like evil itself will not let me have a kid. Have a kid. It's like it's my does not want my bloodline to. It's like so they don't want it. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. And the bloodline already lives on, man. I get several kids. They're working girls. The rebels. I told them in the garbage. They thought I was gonna be murdered by you guys. I looked at one once and said, "Oh, I'm not. I don't have any access to him. That's over my head. It wouldn't have been the girl. It was her friend. Oh fuck, God. Who knows how many heathens there's there? It's going back 10 years. Yeah. Fuck, many times over. Yeah, I will make one, but it's all very touchy feely. It's just, eh. That's not too bad. I can talk to the computer screen by myself. No, nothing heavy. If it's anything, it'll be right out of a fucking book. That's access to anybody. You know how much information I store you guys? Fucking that. I don't go looking around for it at all. No, I'm one bit. I mean, there's nothing I know. A couple names and that's it. Good system. Yeah, that'll be good. My record is perfect with him. Perfect. And one thing that when he was out of the country on holiday, well, we haven't even had a chance to talk about that. And it was quality check, and it was, well, I was getting ripped off. Was it? For sure. One bag of weed I ever got off Brother Bradley. I didn't pay him back for his like bottom bag, quarter pound. I don't think there's anything else. Before that, I was working with Keegan and his old man. I did quite well. You know, we were making good money. We made some money, but never was able to make that. No, it's a big deal. I had a few strikes against me. Prank call. I was pissed. Wasn't good, but that wasn't either. But it could have been. I wouldn't have. How would I have? I didn't know anything about any of it. But still. I apologize for that. I created a void. Void put something between you and that ICP. I'm sorry. I did not mean for that. I was pissed. I called the lawyer. I was livid. I threw it. It's gonna be. It's gonna be good. There's no way it can't be. It's gonna be good. You can reach out to me. Through this, whatever. Through this for now, and then we get to know, Uncle Iffy maybe one day in real person. If he ever, wants to call, and Uncle Pat's getting better. He's not gonna miss this. He's gonna take some time and get better. Said it's extremely stressful. So many years looking out for me. I know. Fair enough. I can understand that. I believe it. That's the story. The Bible was my story, and I believe it. I do. You just having a hard time believing it. I know. Nobody around here. It's tough too. It's the people closest to me too that are having the hardest time actually, understanding the biblical fucking proportions that crime wave was. It didn't stop in Vancouver. Whole world, yeah. Yeah, shit. Music. Oh, I'm here to stay. I'm not going any further west of Canada. It's just not that. Maybe on a holiday. Hopefully I come back from it. I ain't going to the Senate. I'll tell you that right now. I'm staying away from that building. That's what they say in the Vatican. Shoals, which is the name given to him. I don't know what his last name was. Oh, wishy-washy.
At the time of his life, a capitalist with a communist wife. Started fighting, did the cast for gods into Christ. Hardly the type to get garbage advice. He was larger than life. He penetrate the roof of your car with a spike. Trained by insane ex-marine, CIA, traitor, renegade, assassin, android. Half deployed pilot in black helicopter, choppers over Bosnia. Sipping so much coke, nose is fucked up. Let it out for all y'all bystander, baggy ass jeans to hide your bang with thugs the fuck out. Hang with bashing your face, gangs to governments. These other kids is like the drunken bitch that's up to 100 digits. Your body been crime rate, plus the hook of lies great. Slip another line and get your mind straight. Pull out the nine, start shooting people. Renegade the root of evil, could be much more than that. America taught me how to kidnap and torture cat. Exit the Stargate. Initial perception quickens my heart rate. Star place, planet Earth, orbits one star. Come from afar, far away. State of mind, opening up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. Exit the Stargate. Initial perception quickens my heart rate. This dark place, planet Earth, orbits one star. Come from afar, far away. State of mind, open up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. So I can check easier. My spit attack, I suspect ether. That's why I'm out of touch with the media. Undercovers like Pete Seeger. I couldn't tell either. Watching the projects with a band of speakers. Peeping how my kids rest. Banging my wrist for hours. Surveillance tape, kissing in King's Plaza. Even got us after hours. Drug parties, golden showers on the floor. Shits up. Work for the FBI, so anytime I might whisper. My scary team be like barely clean. Rocking his family team. That's why I'm over here in barely seen. So they say, is a good of evil today. But if you have to rise, no surprise that I'm
Virgin Radio wants to help pay your way. Listen to Holly and Nira in the morning
for your chance to win $10,000 every week. Virgin Radio pays your way.
Path of least regret is the way I want to live my life because I'm going to have some really great stories to tell. I'm saying yes to everything that I can, things that make me uncomfortable, things that challenge me. Choosing to be confident is scary, but it's very fulfilling. Something that I really been thinking about with this collection is just how much it's empowered even me to say yes to fun things. Such a vibe. I'm so obsessed.
Taking away the moments that make it the day. Treasure waste the hours till I find way. Thinking around on a piece of ground in a hotel. Waiting for someone or something to show me the way. Tired of lying in the sunshine, tired to watch the rain. Dream my young life is long, last time to today. And then one day you find 10 years have gone behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting line. Yeah. Sun is the same in a relative way, but you're all love. Shoulder of pride, one day closer to death. Every year is getting shorter, never seem to find time. Nights I need the time to walk about the pain of city line. Hanging on in quiet desperation is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over. Thought I'd something more to say. Oh, oh, again. I like to be here when I can. When I come home, oh, I'm tired. It's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away, across the field, rolling on the iron bell. Goes the fade to their knees. Hear the song, broken magic bell.
Deeply nourished hair, surprisingly lightweight. New herbal essences.
Gotta be the friends together. Please, don't leave me. Look around, choose your own mind. On you live, on you fly. Smile will be until you cry. All you touch, you all you see. All your life, you will be. Run, rabbit, run. Dig that hole, get the sun. When the clouds, work is done. Down, down, it's time. Dig another one. On you live, on you fly. On you live, you fly.
One for the clergy. 7. Therefore, behold, I will bring strangers upon you, the most ruthless of their nations, and they will draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom, and defile your splendor. Ezekiel 28. The Lincoln. It's about an 84. What you doing, sweetie? Doing? You did it. You there. You there. You there. You in the red shirt. Undaunting odds. Unforgiving failures. Mutinous men surrounding you. Hate, jealousy, envy. Mountains of biblical pain and suffering to climb. Unfavorable odds. Cutthroat criminals. Merciless highways. Women who don't want anything but sex. Some who want everything you own. Where she goes. Later.
I like to be here when I can. When I come home, I'm tired. It's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away, across the field, talking on the iron bell. Close the face to their knees. When the sun is golden magic.
Tired.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell the green field what calls you red? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they everybody turned up, me and this burned up, sour lip, flying through the district. I swag on the beat bag, live up in the hotel, hang out where the keys at, where the bees and the seeds at. The full back like the E is back. For the real homies that rise up, think of the 4 long, got me sized up. Too old for the dumb shit, cold for the numb shit, hand on the gun grip. Top down with the blunt lit. Blind thinking the hundreds. I'm in the juice game, in the book game, but I still rapping, got my mask in my cook game. It's midnight for the 7:30. We legit, but forever dirty. So even if I'm dingy, that old sweatsuit got a pocket full of the Benjis. I'm on the gooseneck and the Benzies, still feel the pain from the cocaine frenzy. 80s, 90s, 2Gs, no, I was 2G. Listen to Cool G. No gun or knife, then I'm throwing a 2-piece. Cop me the new pair, keeps if my shoes crease. Lines and holes, just like a loose leaf. Dope lines full of holes, homie, it's you sleep. Yeah, you better wake up then. You ain't getting it, get a job, pick up then. If the 9 don't work, throw the 8 up then. I'm a crooked dude, but I'ma tell you straight up then. Yeah, we both rap. But you know that the ghost rap back room from the back room with the door trap.
Unchained, unbinded, unparalleled minded, desire refined, combined with the finest wines of a tiger. Vicious like it's buckets and type of full moons and islands filled with the loot that eluded troops of a previous type and devious rhyming. See you and writing, feasting with lions and preaching the science that helped me sleep and breathe the defiance. No need for silence. My voice is heard through leaves in the darkness. I'm preaching the marches. I sleep so deep, I preach to a carcass and speak to the spirit. Guaranteed to see through my lyrics, critiquing the feelings the best since they dreamed of a feelings and hopes of rebirth. I broke in the earth when I spoke of a verse. I wrote with compressed code and put the dime in the dirt. I grew a money tree in custody of Chris and Dragon Company. My cutlery is comfortably the sharpest of the underlings and don't compare to no one. Virgil's like a shogun, hotter than the whole sun. Bars are like a volcan, I split in 4 Voltron. And oceans like a proton compared to my emotions. For sure, it's got the potions, secures and all the remedies. Equity is never seen. Type of guy you'll never meet and still have me in memory.
This gorilla rap right here, life in a box. Keep a razor under the tongue and slices the ox. Use a baki wire, you be in a cipher with cops. And the freedom arm cool, but I'm nicer with glocks. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm light with a box. And roll 4, 5, 6 with the dice on the blocks. I'm a stealth bomb, move silent, slight as a fox. And while you at it, money gone, say goodbye to your pops. My hand speed moving 200 nautical knots. A word to gun, the rhyme is an audible shot. A horrible plot, but this is just a hobby to heaven. Like sipping Grey Goose, smoking Bob Marley with him. You don't want war, you be counting bodies with him. In his house, John Gotti was just godly to him. Any East Coast vibes on, probably can. Probably connected to South Philly robbery with him. This is a sweet R&R cipher, probably Jen. Looking like you got the monster, remarkably thin. The darker the sin, the darker that the source of revenge. That's the opposite of life, that's the start of your end, stupid. Box that I'm handing. Chris Rivers, Vanilla the Ghost. Killer Delve out, Bessie Juiced up. I'm not you rapper. I'm a G. Yeah. Don't make me flip on you. Actually, you can't make me do nothing. I might decide to. I used to mush thugs, and now I push drugs. I knew a kid that put slugs in his own mug. Used to show me his guns. Ain't a cat that knows me his son. Remember violence and only one. I used to watch my pops and treat a girl and peace with the world. He had a phone effect. That's why my dome was set. It rubbed off on me. Cause the apple don't fall far from the tree, Jay. You can't keep it distant. If you're scared, I might flip in an instant. When I was filled with innocence, I was still committing sins. Half of you cats are sweet like cinnamon. I shove a knife in your friend. I run with convicts and stick-up kids that'll run you for 6 months, bitch. We slept right before you expected. Cause we were neglected. As children that were hectic. We shot men and we watched them. I seen cats that used to clock me. Now I clock them. Got easier access to a goddamn. In case one in your face is the only option. Next from an ill-feel. Walk around like murder, kill. Got up in your grill and you screaming chill. Didn't have no fear that you get your cat killed. This is our life. Next from an ill-feel. Walk around like murder, kill. Got up in your grill and you screaming chill. Didn't have no fear that you get your cat killed. It's our life. And you grew up in the motherfucking project. Your mama said if I pop left, we had to get a Section 8 apartment. The rest cheap. I see Decepticons at least 10 deep. When I bought me flip the water set beef, there was some faggot shit. Me and my brother went to Dolo. The only 2 white kids up in my project that wasn't homo. I fought every day, beef with 100 cats. Way before I sold drugs and started busting cats. Way before I broke my first nut, I loved to rap. And at 10 years old when I first started to fuck with that. Everyone else in my PJs when I was black. I kept thinking myself, continue to defy my craft. I used to buy my mother milk bag and a spike bat. You fucking me, I was the type of cat to fight back. I laced it with a broken nose, holding the ice pack. White, black, Puerto Ricans, we was poor, that was black. My mom tried his best. I never graduated high school. I learned to pump drugs and pack knives instead. Became a little spine heads. I didn't want to respirator, even though the doctor know your mind is dead. That girl with ill bill. Walk around like murder, kill. Got up in your grill and you screaming chill. Didn't have no fear that you get your cat killed. This is our life. That girl with ill bill. Walk around like murder, kill. Got up in your grill and you screaming chill. Didn't have no fear that you get your cat killed. This is our life. This is our life.
I get up, I started yelling, too dependent on, you know? Got some music that you all know about now. But I gotta make the money. It's not that easy.
My uncle shoots heroin, my father used to do cocaine. My mom used to smoke weed with her friends when I was 8. Smoke weed when I was 12, sold weed at 14. Bought for pieces like fucking for virginity. Bullshit, gangsta rap is a fraud. This is real rap, bang your fucking head through the wall.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some
Cindy. Sugar plum. Sugar plum, sugar plum, sugar plum. What can I do for you?
Like that bitch, I keep you simple from stupid cat. Blaming you on the fact, but in reality, you were trapped. Jesus Christ was a gangster rapper. They killed, then he came back and made a plan about him. Balance mouth like a dragon shower. Invisible to CIA camera angles. You got a found on every rap group. They killed the last man who had proof. They have to beat the information that I have too. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Get the fuck up my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Fuck around with all bitches, that's a bad move.
Symbolism, socialism, live like they learn. Struggle, war, hope, love, things the White House burn. Sex, pain, fear, freedom, love. Young guns be shooting, genocide, revolution, more souls prostituting, military confrontation, safe sex, emancipation. Peace to all the homeless people living in the train station. Project Wars, go to 1 verse 4. Lock the door, burn the disc, now everybody hit the motherfucking floor. They busting out the blood for this shit. I'm number 6 on this list, next to kissing all these kids, cause I'm over Asians, Latinos and black fish, 5% is location, those who live communists. They broke in my house, planted thoughts and I'm on that to my couch. They after me, what? Let me find out. I'm not having it. I'm at the track the service like a magnet. The best ain't nothing like common parties with no lab in it. If I'ma die, busting and struggling. Hustling for the people, working devils and corruptions. Nothing for nothing. Ain't this something how they do? They got me through the my territory. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Fuck around with all, fix it as a bad move. Projects with straight jackets. Electroshock states, I'm out before now. Traded for royalty rates. Get your drink on, we build the bar, spit in your face. Start to change car, I choose the block, I do it to chase. Nice snipers, fancy night work. Ain't the nice enough, fiction striking prison night shirts. I pay dues, nothing to lose. Steady busting off weapons and tools. When I come home, I'll be smelling shit and furniture smooth. Eat this blood, takes the weight off. I live this for real. I do this for the dead. Rest in peace, I'm holding you dear. Making up time, 12 years, we on tour, we blow you back off. Forecast, jack, the car seat to take us out off. Soldiers of memories, inhabited for way back. Cyanide and bullets, spots follow my stats. It's too futuristic. Thugs, robots, experiments, 4-point restraints in my hypercube medicines. Pain veterans, pulling souls. It's getting bigger now. The information running the globe. It's just non-mechanic. Even when it got his head. Widespread panic until it's down.
I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me with bad news. Fuck around with y'all, fix it as a bad move.
Well,